Hi, welcome back to the internet. I'm on a kick of going through my old lists of things I learned at certain periods of my life, and I want to talk about them because they're fun to talk about. And there's one thing about me is I love to yap. I feel like yapping is everyone is using that word right now on TikTok. Everyone's like, I love to yap, and at first I was kind of like, shut up with that word because it may like our words have value, okay? We're not always just yapping. But you know what? Sometimes I'm just yapping. And it do be like that. But anyways, I'm gonna go through. I haven't even reread this list yet. So this is gonna be fresh in the moment opinions on what I thought I learned. Oh, wait, what? Did I read this already? Where did I write this? Okay, I thought this was 23 things I learned at 23. It's not. It's 23 things I learned in 2023, so last year. Apparently I wrote December 19th, 2023. I have absolutely zero recollection of writing this. But I was technically here. What the fuck? I don't remember writing this. Okay, well anyways. Number 1, medication is there to help. Tea. I love me some medication. Makes me feel myself, you know what I mean? Anyways. Number 2, phones work both ways. Yeah. You ever like feel guilty that you're like, ugh, I like never text this person or I never call this person, like I'm an asshole, and then you think about like, oh, they've never text me either or call me either. And that doesn't necessarily mean that either of you are assholes, but also just like give yourself some grace. Like I feel like sometimes we take the whole burden of a relationship or a friendship or whatever on ourselves, and it's not always just us. It's a two-way street, you know. Take some, give some. Put in effort where effort is being returned, and whatever. Doesn't mean you shouldn't text a person if you like think of them, but if they're not texting you, you don't feel bad. Anyways. Number 3, listen to your body. Yeah. If your body's telling you you're uncomfy somewhere, you're probably uncomfy. That's also a hard one for the anxious girlies, because sometimes we're fine. You know what I mean? But yeah, so overall, if you're sore, stretch. If you're tired, go to bed. Like, I really don't remember writing this, and it wasn't that long ago, but I have absolutely zero recollection of this list. Anyways. Number 4, you can't enjoy something new if you're still clinging on to the old. Yeah. I feel like my toxic trait is being nostalgic for times in my life when I like know for a fact I was not happy in that time, but looking back on it, I'm like, but the optics of that time were fucking elite. Like, oh my god, I was doing this and that at that time, like, what a woman, even though I can look back and be like, yeah, but you were sad as fuck then. And like, that's not, like, I wasn't always sad. Like, my life has been pretty good. But like, if you're just constantly living, this is my problem, is I'm constantly living in the past and in the future, and I never live where I am right now. Which is so stupid. But anyways, you can't be in, like, yeah, you gotta, I'm gonna shut up, okay. Number 5, you can't help someone that doesn't want to be helped. God. I mean, yeah. I don't really have anything else to say on that one. That's kind of rough. Anyways, number 6, watercolor is so fun. Watercolor is my favorite hobby at the moment. It's one of them. I'm a hobby girl, but I'm really enjoying watercoloring. I'm not necessarily like that skilled at it, but I have found my little niche, and it doesn't really matter. It's so fun. It's so relaxing. My favorite thing to do is to listen to a podcast about cults and paint watercolors. It's so fun. And that's like the only activity that I do that fully gets me out of my head. Even reading, I'm in my head. Anyways. Number 7, swimming pools are my happy place. Fucking tea. I did learn that in 2023. I always liked a pool, but if I'm being fully honest, I wasn't confident in my swimming skills until last year. I could stay keep my head above water, you know, but I wasn't talented. Still not talented, but I'm Like, I was swimming laps last summer. Oh man. And now I'm obsessed with the pool. Anytime we have the opportunity to be in a pool, I'm in a pool. I love to be in a pool. Anyways. Number 8. Even my hardest days have come to an end. Okay, time is like an illusion, right? We know this. Something that I think is so crazy is like I was going through a lot of health issues like last year, like end of last year, and oh my god, it just felt like it was absolutely never gonna fucking end, and every day just seemed like the most daunting, longest task in the world. And now I'm at a point where like I'm really nurturing a lot of my hobbies and interests and working on big goals and stuff like that, and it's like I don't have enough time in the day. Now I'm like days are way too short. It's crazy. Anyways. But yeah, like the hard times always are feel like they're fucking crawling, but they do end. Anyways. Number 9, discipline is more important than inspiration. Yes, that's true. Like they're both important, but like God is discipline hard, but it pays off. It does. Doesn't always, but it does. Whatever. Number 10, it's okay to ask for help. Yes, it's okay to ask for help. And you should ask for help. No one is doing everything by themselves. Like, you can decide, like, you know, there's certain stuff that maybe you're like, this is my thing and I'm gonna do this on my own, fine. But, like, if you're struggling with, like, anything, you can ask for help. Make sure you ask the right people. Or try to ask the right people. Don't ask people that you think are gonna make it worse. So, anyways. Number 11, change is hard but almost always worth it. Yes. My biggest relation to change is obviously moving because that's like apparently my whole personality trait is moving. I've lived in 7 houses, 2 hotels, 13 apartments, and hold on. I'm on my like 7th overall. No, 8th. I'm on like my 8th chunk of the world. And it's hard and you have to readjust and it's like you're starting from scratch and blah blah blah, but it's so fun. Once you get past the hard part, you're having a great old time. Anyways. Number 12, if you hold on to things, if you hold on too tight to things you once identified with, you might miss out on who you're evolving into. Oh, pop off, queen. I like that. That's true. Yeah. If you're too stuck in your ways, you know, you might not realize who you're becoming, and that is silly and sad. Anyways, number 13, you don't have to like everybody. I don't know why I wrote that down. I feel like that's fucking obvious. And I don't like everybody, and not everybody likes me, and that's just life, baby. That's silly. I feel like that was unnecessary to add to this list, but okay. Number 14, decaf coffee is underrated. True. I will say the last 2 days I have been trying regular coffee again, and I have been having a good time with it. But I go through heavy waves where I have to only drink decaf because of various health reasons. And I just like love the taste of coffee, so I'm never gonna not drink it fully. So I go through waves of decaf, I go through waves of regular. It's all lovely, but you know, we can't all handle our caffeine. And sometimes it's just not helpful, so have a decaf coffee. You're gonna love it. Anyways. Not everywhere though. The problem is lots of coffee shops don't give a fuck about their decaf beans, and then their decaf coffee sucks. But some of them do. There's this local coffee shop here. It's new. Well, everything's new to me, but it's new to the town. It's so fucking cute, and they have such good coffee, and their decaf hits. Anyways. Number 15. It's okay to keep some things to yourself. I think keep more things to yourself. I say as I'm like making a YouTube video about my thoughts. That's stupid, but keep things to yourself. not big things, not your emotions and stuff. Share those with who you trust, but things that you're working on, things that are like brewing in your life, big changes, keep them to yourself. You know, like when we first were like, I think we're gonna move to Ireland, we kept it to ourselves for a little bit. And we were like, let's sit on this and think about it and decide how we feel fully before the outside world tries to tell us how we feel. And also, if you're like me, you have to keep things to yourself because if you tell everyone everything you want to do, the dopamine is gone and then you no longer care about that thing. Because sometimes you get the satisfaction of doing something just from telling someone that you want to do it. Not the full satisfaction, obviously, but you feel like so cool, so good about yourself. So keep things to yourself. And then when you actually do it, then you can share it and be like, surprise, motherfucker. Probably no one, well, maybe some people will care. I don't know, whatever. Doesn't matter. Number 16, you're so much more than the boxes you tried to fit into. Like, for the stupidest example, I think about this a lot with, like, aesthetics when it comes to, like, outfits. I do not have an aesthetic at all. You know, we live in an era where everything is labeled and everyone, there's different aesthetics. There's, like, granola girl. There's, like, clean girl. There's, like, coastal grandpa, which, like, what are we talking about? But anyways, I don't feel like normal people have an aesthetic. I feel like that's an influencer thing. And maybe you all do, but I'm just out here vibing. Anyways, where did I go? Number 17, it's okay to rest. This is something that I struggle with because I am chronically fatigued. I have major fatigue issues, and do I feel guilty absolutely every time I'm resting? Of course I do. Of course I do. And I just sit there and rack my brain and try to think of how I can make the rest productive, and then guess what? That makes the rest unproductive, and then I need more rest. It's a vicious cycle. But we should all be resting, anyways. Number 18, hustle culture isn't for everyone, and it definitely isn't for me. And take that to the fucking bank. Anyways. God, I hate hustle culture. How, like, and you know all the, like, stupid TikToks that are like, here's this amazing side hustle that you can do that's gonna make you an extra $20,000 a month on the side. And I'm like, first of all, if I'm doing something that's making $20,000 a month, that's not my side hustle. That's my only job. If I was making that much money a month, why would I be doing other things? Second of all, if you already have a full, like, why are we, like, God, everything's so expensive, and I know why we're doing it logically, because capitalism is a fucking hellscape that we're all living in, but, why do we all think that we need to have, like, second and third jobs on top of our full-time jobs? Now, like, if you, like, some of us actually do, and, like, fine, we all need to make money, but I just feel like the whole vibe of, like, you should have, like, I already work. I already have a full-time job. Like, most of my adult life, I've had a full-time job. Why do I also need other tasks? Like, listen, I don't think of my creative projects as, like, side hustles, mostly because they're not making me any fucking money yet. And maybe they never will, but, like, I don't know. Hustle culture is just not the vibe. We all need to fucking relax. Anyways. Number 19, people are generally more kind than we expect. I think that's mostly true. Anyways. Number 20, most people don't know what they're doing. We're all making it up as we go along. That's so true. I feel like, God, imposter syndrome is such a real thing. I feel like we always are like, oh my god, but I can't do that. Or maybe that's just me. And it's stupid because no one knows what they're up to. No one knows what they're up to. They're just trying things out. Anyways. Number 21, true happiness doesn't come from stuff. Fucking duh. We all know this. I don't need to elaborate. Number 22, there are no rules as to when or how you do things. True. I feel like we all, in our early 20s, late teens, early 20s, I feel like we all think that life ends at 25, and it just doesn't. Here I am at 28, still needing stuff to do. And just because I didn't do them before doesn't mean I can't do them now. Anyways, number 23, take a deep breath. It's not that serious. That is such a fucking laughable thing for me to have said, because I was so sick. I was going through it. And everything felt like the end of the world. Absolutely everything felt like the end of the world. So that's really ironic that I was saying that. Like, it's true. But also, who was I to be saying that? Anyways. It's really weird to me that I don't recall writing that list. But anyways, that's all I have to say for today. So, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you somewhere else on the internet. Goodbye.